Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Uncharted 3. Drake's Deception is part of the Nathan Drake collection. We are still in our chapter 16 or something, the one shot at this.
Alright. Looks like it's a straight shot from here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb to the top, and then I'll help you over.
All right.
Keep me covered.
Okay. Hey, what are you doing?
Helena, listen.
Oh, damn it. I knew you would try something like this.
Don't. Please. Let's be honest. This is a 1,000,000 to 1 shot. When I almost lost you before,
You're not
I just can't do that again. So take that Jeep over there and get the hell out of here, all right? While you can.
You haven't got much time. Go.
Alright, so now I have to fucking catch up to this plane and get on there. Damn it! Already being shot at, but you know, that's to be expected. Oh god. So this part here, I don't know if it has the same, because like you get these guys here, and as you can see, you take a fuck ton of damage from them. So, I mean, when I did this the first time, also I lost my shotgun for some reason. I don't actually know how you're supposed to do this, because like, nope. Like I lost my shotgun and whatnot. I don't think this is on like an actual timer. I think it's like on, it like fakes a timer, right? It's like theoretically you have so much time before that plane leaves. Now when I did this, actually, you know what? I think that might have even been on hard when I did it. I just ran past everyone. Like, I didn't fight anyone. So it's weird that I actually needed to kill those guys this time. But yeah, it's technically about this point where that skip that I showed you in the first part, it brings you right to here, except the plane isn't here. But Elena still shows up. You hop on like this, and then you like glitch through the ground and end up here. Yeah.
Just get me up to the landing gear.
So this part here is kind of weird because like you don't control the vehicle really. You climb on the front and then you hit left and right to try and keep her centered on that front wheel. She's not very good at staying centered on it. There we go. I think. Oh, left. There we go. So yeah, you just like keep moving, like shifting left and right to keep her centered. It's very odd. But yeah, I think even on hard, I ran through that. I didn't kill anyone. So it's weird that, you know, on normal, I did. Because yeah, when I did that part on hard, I'm like, well, there's no way I'm going to catch the plane and continue fighting. So yeah, that's how close we were to the end last time. I probably could have finished that chapter last time. But I just wasn't in the mood for it after all the bullshit before it. And all of, like, you know, the stealth section screwing me over. Alright, so into chapter 17. Chapter 17 is... I don't actually know if 17... Because I know what's coming up, obviously. But I don't know if chapter 17 ends once we get off the plane, or if it's like this part and the part after. I'm not 100% on. I don't really remember which one it is because their chapter lengths are all out of whack. Like if I ever decided to do, like if I had decided when I started these Let's Plays to do, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do one chapter a video. I mean, there would be some chapters that are like less than 10 minutes long. Obviously, because I mean, I go through like 20 some chapters. And I think it takes me 7 hours with cutscenes and all that. And I mean, that's not a lot. So that would be like, yeah. Oh. So yeah, you gotta fight this prick up here. It's, this part isn't bad, but in a second, it's gonna get kind of bad. Just because, like, the game mechanics kind of shift a little bit. I love this part, though. Where it's just like, boop, and wait for it. Bonk. Now, yeah, I was going to say, because there is a gunfight in here, but I have to do this first. So as far as I know, there's no way to not get kicked out of the plane there, because as you saw, I had, like, a wall of shit just come at me right there. So then you start hanging off here, and you get guys shooting at you. Including this guy, who isn't the best, and he'll still shoot at you. I don't know how well he can hit you, but it's not the best. Camera fucking turned on me there. But yeah, like, the mechanics change here a little bit, because, like, you can't aim while you're on this thing. You can shoot, and it doesn't let you shoot or anything. And I think on crushing, I died here. They do, once again, give you a little bit of leeway on the higher difficulties as to these two. But, like, immediately after these two, there's a bunch of guys in the back here. And once again, your best strat... Oh, fuck. Playing Mass Effect and... Fuck me, and their goddamn arm micros. Been playing a lot of Mass Effect, and in that one, the shoulder switch button is the right stick, not the left. God, die already. Fucking asshole. I don't like that they gave them the arm micros as a... There we go. As their pistols. Like, I don't like how powerful the arm micros are. What are you doing, mate? How powerful they are as pistols, like as pistol slot stuff. And just exactly how many enemies have them. Like, so many enemies have the arm micro as their weapon, and it's just ridiculous to try and get past them. So we've now managed to blow a hole in the plane, which, as you can imagine, isn't good. Now, I'm no expert on planes by any means, but as far as I know, the higher the plane goes, the more pressurized the inside is, and the more having a hole blown in the side of it would matter. But by the looks of it, like, we're awfully low to the ground, it seems. This part here kind of reminds me of Saints Row 3, because, like, at the beginning of it, you're falling out and you have to, like, move and, you know, alternate between stuff. Obviously, this has a lot less to it than that opening part of Saints Row, but, you know, still. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's how it works anyway, where it's like the higher up the plane is, the more pressurized the cabin has to be, and the more the hole in the side of it would matter. Now, granted, we are falling for quite a ways with a parachute. Okay, so this is... Okay, so that was the end of 17. So yeah, like that chapter there, like, I think I started it at 4 minutes on my recording, and it like hit 9 when chapter 18 popped up. So, I mean, 4 or 5 minute chapter right there. Boom. That's why that's why there are very few games that I would ever consider just doing, like, it's like, oh, I'll do 1 chapter per. Like, it would have to be a game where it's like 7, 8 chapters maybe to it, then I might consider doing it. But even then, if they were too short, I wouldn't. Because I think I went to do that with a game. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just do like a chapter or thing. And like the first chapter was like super short. So it's like, all right, I'll just keep going. I'll just do an hour. Oh shit, it's the concept, or it's the box art. Look at that. They brought it around. I'm playing Crashed weird. There's just like debris where you wouldn't expect to see. It, like the cockpit looks like it landed behind the plane. Which I guess technically, depending on what part the engines were attached to when it split, might make sense. I guess not necessarily cockpit. There just seems to be like a lot of plane like behind, considering how much, I don't know, how much is missing off the back end. But I guess a lot of it would have been scraped from the front end. So this part here annoys me. The first time, I was honestly worried that this part might screw me up a little bit for the speed run, because I kept getting stuck on the sand dunes. Because you have the cinematic camera angle, and you have to control him during it. But unlike some games, I can't remember which game it is. There was a game I played where like the camera angle would, Until Dawn. So like in Until Dawn, right, the camera angle changes all the time as you're moving through stuff. But if you're like, let's say moving forward and then the camera angle changes to a side, if you don't take your finger off of like pushing forward on the stick, they'll still walk the direction they were going, so it doesn't fuck you up. This doesn't do that. So I kept getting caught on the dune because like if you try and walk like off of it, he just stops like that. And I did that so many times during the first time that I went through that section. I was like, fuck. It's like, how am I ever going to do this? It's so easy to get screwed on it. Another thing that was really weird is this chapter actually has a treasure in it. That's not the weird part. I mean, there's one treasure and it's up here. Just up ahead here. But to get the treasure, I had a guide up the first time I played it where all the treasures were, right? So it's like, hey, when you hit this area, do like look for this treasure. It's like, all right. So like just up ahead here. Yeah, Nate's looking for water. You can see that well up there. There's a pot next to it with a treasure in it. And the weird part is that the guide I was following was like, either shoot or drive over it to break the pot to get the treasure. So I'm like, oh, am I gonna get like a vehicle? So like when the plane crashed, I thought I was gonna get a vehicle for this part, and nope, I didn't.
Bring it on up.
I mean, it would have made sense because there was a lot of vehicles in that plane that I could have fucking taken, because odds are they didn't all explode. I mean, they had parachutes attached to them, some of them.
God damn it.
But nope, so I don't know what exactly was up with that guide as to how it told, like how it expected you to drive over the pot to break it, but you know, whatever.
You gotta be kidding me.
So this part here, I don't actually know if it makes a difference which way you go from this well. I generally just go whichever direction he's pointing, because I don't think that there's any difference. I'm pretty sure that like you just get a certain distance away and then it brings you back. So yeah, I think now Nate will try and...
Where are you, Sully?
Yeah, he's trying to navigate by the stars, but you know, he doesn't know how to do that at all.
Oh, come on, Nate.
Oh shit, I almost hit
Right.
that.
It's a big deal.
But yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know how much it matters, like the direction you go. I think that you just have to cover like a certain amount of distance. I don't think it matters which direction you go or anything. I don't believe it's on a timer. I think it is just like after you've taken so many steps, walked so far, then it's like, all right, that's good enough. And it just like cuts to the next section.
I don't know.
Which is weird.
Talking to him.
I mean,
I'm exhausted.
I don't know. It's just, just such a slow section in the middle of the game. Because, well, I guess it's not really, it's, I guess, a little bit past the middle. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's the middle in these. Because, like, this is chapter 18 of, like, 22. So, I mean, you'd think that you're really close to the end, but, I mean, there's still quite a bit up ahead. So, as you saw, there was Sully there to lead you this way. And then you see the trees, and you're like, oh, my God. Look at water. Except that water doesn't sit on sand like that. And, you know, look at how wavy those trees are. It's a mirage, obviously. But yeah, it's just such a slow section for where it is in the game. Like if it was early, I don't know, even if it was earlier in the game, I'd still, because you know, it's Uncharted, right? It's like action games, like you're shooting everyone. So you actually have quite a few
well.
opportunities, by the way, to get this treasure because it's in that pot right there. You go boop, and it's inside. Obviously makes very little difference when you pick it up. Oh, yeah.
God damn it, I've been going in circles.
Yep,
Shit.
you have. And you know why that is? Because unless you're ambidextrous, you can't walk a straight line without landmarks.
Stupid.
So, like, for example, if you're right-handed, odds are your right leg is your dominant leg. And upon that, your right leg will automatically take longer steps than your left leg. Not by a huge margin, but by enough that when there's no landmarks, there's no sidewalk, there's no buildings, there's nothing to judge exactly how straight you're going, you're automatically going to walk in a circle. And there's just really nothing you can do about it unless you consciously make an effort to somehow even out your steps. But like the only way I could see that happening is if you took the time to take the smallest steps ever and put each foot literally directly in front of the other one so that it's pointing the same way.
From either your shadow
And even then, it would take
you,
very little for your foot to be
or
off,
your
just like that
shadow
little
at
bit, and you still go in a
rising
circle.
to meet you.
So like if you're, I learned
I
that
will
from
show you fear
Flight of the
in
Phoenix,
a handful of dust.
movie with Dennis Quaid, I think, was the main guy in it, where their plane crashes in the desert, and the one guy's like, just give me water, I'll go for help, and he's like, dude, you're gonna walk in a circle, and he explains it all to him. Ah, yes, the desert. Hot as hell in the morning, or hot as hell during the day, and cold as hell at night. You gotta wonder exactly how cold the desert gets, right? Like, is it actually that the desert gets super cold at night, or is it just that you're in it in the day and it's so hot and it just cools down to like a decent temperature at night, but because you were in the heat, like because you're in that much heat for so long, then it just feels like this cold to you. It just feels like you're fucking freezing to death. Yeah, it's still going. By the way, yeah, still walking through this fucking desert, still having hallucinations of Sully. It's a very long part. Like it's so slow, and then they just drag it on forever.
Come on, give me a hand.
I mean, if it could very easily have been taken care of in like a much shorter, just like cinematic. Where like, well, like that part there where I was walking across the side of the dunes, it very easily could have been like that, and it just cuts around because other than that, there's not really a whole lot happening here.
Sully?
Like really not, like nothing is fucking going on here. Like I said, which is what makes it, like I said, so weird. Cause like, and then there's still nothing. Like I'm still just going forward, and like I said, I don't think it makes a difference what direction I go or anything. I just, yeah, it's just hold forward for chapter 18. That's pretty much all it is. You can press triangle once to look in the well. Oh look, there's a busted ass cart. I don't know how this cart got all the way up here though. Like I know how sand dunes and that get formed by the wind and whatnot, but I don't know how the cart would have been like at the top of a dune. I don't quite know how the sand would have shifted to allow for that. Oh well. Anyway, as you can see, Nate's finally running. We're finally getting back into it, and we found a city. I would love to like explore a city like this, just like out in the desert, or out anywhere. Like well, basically, I just enjoy exploring like an abandoned town. Period. Like. I mean, some would obviously be more interesting than others, but that's the risk you take when you're... Yeah. See, that's a little big for a Mirage. Although I guess technically... I don't know. Because, like, a Mirage is literally just the heat is so intense that it's bending the light so that what you're seeing is real. It's just not where you're seeing it. So like if you're out in like the Nevada desert, you could see like a casino from Vegas out there if it was hot enough because of the light reflecting the right way, or I guess refracting, I guess is when it like bends and whatnot. So like what you're seeing is real, but I don't know, like I'm sure that there's like some thing where it's like like it would have to be like this distance from you. Like at most it could be this far away, otherwise you wouldn't see it or something like that. I'm sure somebody's tried at least to figure it out and has, you know, solid looking math. Whether or not any of it would be accurate, I don't know. Well, I guess you would test it by, well, no. I was gonna say you could test it by like finding a mirage, but I don't know how easy that would be to find a mirage. Because like you could find a mirage and then have somebody fly around to see where the thing you're seeing really is and make calculations based off that, but I don't know. I don't know enough about the properties of light to know exactly how well it or how well mirage would do for you for seeing. Because it's like if you saw an oasis, technically there's an oasis like at most this far away. So if you could figure out which way it's going from or something, but I don't know if there would be a way to figure out like what direction it's going from. So this also got me confused the first time, because like you're down here, it's like, oh man, I gotta give up, or I gotta get out. Well, I mean, there was handholds on the other well. Nope, can't go through. There's handholds on the wall here. They actually blended those handhelds in, and I didn't realize what they were right away. Oh, come on, get out of there, Nate. Don't worry, guys, we're almost back to the action. We are about to be back to the action for the rest of the game, actually. Like, there's that one slow part in the game, which I guess technically, let's see, the second one slow part would have been when you're like in the village and whatnot, right? Hey, we're out. So now this part here, for this part here is a part that definitely was the hardest on hard and got easier after that because you knew what you were doing. So you start here, you don't have a gun. I don't know what he did for it. So like this guy here, he has a gun. Now that didn't work out, obviously. Oh, fuck. Because like if you get it right, and he gets a little bit closer to you, you can actually have it where it's like you're up higher than him, so you do the thing where it's like you get like the instant takedown on him because you have the height, like because you're on the higher, and he'll like leap off there and kick the guy in the face. I'll just toss that over there because that's the direction I'm facing. So yeah, all these things with like the red on them, you can destroy them and they'll fall down. You can use them to kill guys that are standing next to them and whatnot, but generally not the best plan. Bullets, 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 bullets. Anyone with a gun, thank you. Alright, well, I mean, I call bullshit. I got there and I hit triangle. I fucking threw that back. But thankfully the checkpoint for this is weird. I don't know exactly what causes the checkpoint in this section. Wait, if that traded guns, what the fuck did I... That's weird. So like, yeah, that armored guy is now no longer a problem, apparently. I just don't have to deal with him now for some reason. I don't know why, but not gonna complain about it. But yeah, like that, the way that I did that, like it took me a long time to figure it out on hard, and then after I figured it out, crushing and brutal went a lot easier. Is when that starts, instead of going to get the gun from that guy like I did, if you just book it through here and make it to this section here, the pistol is right there for you to pick up with like no hassle, nobody there to take it from you and whatnot. And it makes it a lot easier because then you have like a decent section of cover. My shoulder keeps falling on me. Oh my god. Automatic weapons. I don't use these in Mass Effect. Burst fire in Mass Effect. Oh, it's been too long since I played Uncharted. Uncharted, I will say though, is definitely a game where you can come back to it. Like there's some games where you try and come back to it after not playing it for a while and you're just like immediately screwed, right? Fuck me. So many bullets right over his head. Like right over his shoulder. Like so many of them. I just have fucking shit for some reason. Oh. go. Got you. Nope. Got you. Alright. Oh, I need to get back into it. But yeah, Uncharted is definitely one where it's easier to pick it up after you haven't played it in a while, but you know, you still really have to, but you still have to shake off the rust. This part here I thought would have been a lot harder on the higher difficulties. Turns out not so much. Because you can very easily do that even on the higher difficulties. Yeah, you're not trapped down here. Come on, get rid of it. There we go. Now his gun sometimes drops down here. Nope, it didn't this time. Alright. But yeah, like this, like you would think that this part would be even worse. No. Okay, so like right here, right? You jump to there, and then that guy shows up. That guy was probably the worst guy on the higher difficulties to beat. Like that guy was significantly worse than this guy who had you trapped in a hole. Because he came at you while you were... Oh god, the fucking shoulders on this. Ridiculous. Because like he came at you while you were hanging off a ledge. And when you're hanging off a ledge, you're fucked.
This is getting ridiculous.
Now this guy dropped the T-bolt sniper, which I'm gonna grab. Because the sniper is a little overpowered. And by a little, I mean it will one-shot anyone no matter where you hit them. As long as it connects, they die. Unless they have armor or a shield, obviously. So I'll get rid of that guy. Give that back to him. Oh my god! He had a grenade or rocket launcher. That's not... I forgot that guy had the rocket launcher. I really gotta fucking watch for him, apparently. Got you. You look real... Fuck! Oh, did I get him? Got him. Go, got him. I just gotta watch for that guy. I forgot that that guy showed up with the fucking... Oh, fucking, I didn't see that the other guy had thrown a grenade at me. Son of a bitch. This fight isn't this hard. Like, I should not be having quite this much trouble with it. Especially with the sniper here. Oh, nice. Okay, toss that there to finish you off.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, God, I didn't die. That's a surprise. God, finish him, finish him. Oh, Nate, why did you get out of cover? Jesus Christ, you suicidal maniac. Nope, you don't get to fucking go that way. Okay, get that. Throw it over there. Did I get him? Nope. Got him that time. Nope, 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 nope. Saw you with your shotgun coming at me.
There you go.
Ah. Oh, you're gonna... That's fine. I'll take it.
No.
Come here. I need you, because there's a guy with armor. Thank you. Got rid of his armor. Oh, do I get a doubler with it? I did. I got the double. Okay, I need a... Well, not a shotgun, basically. You know what? Where's the... Now, you might think, what a waste of a rocket launcher. And normally, you'd be correct. Except that if you take the rocket launcher... I'm assuming this is because this is for, like, people who use the cheats like I do. You know, to get, like, infinite ammo and whatnot. You know, I don't actually know why I'm bothering to pick up any of this, but... Because if you try and take the rocket launcher and maybe even the shotgun, I'm not sure about the shotgun, through this hole, as soon as he like starts going through it, he automatically changes it to this assault rifle, to the, what is it, the M9, I think is this one. So it doesn't matter what you take out of there, you leave the section with the assault rifle. And I imagine that's because there are a couple sections coming up where if you had the rocket launcher, even one shot from the rocket launcher,
Okay.
it would make it super easy for you, I guess. Because like you have this right here, and you have a truck, you know, fucking blasting away at you. Not a whole lot you can do. And honestly, your best bet is just to hope that you have enough grenades to take it down. That goes there. There we go. Because once it's down, you're not obviously 100% secure, but you're still a lot better off than you were, obviously. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Another guy with the rocket launcher.
No.
Throw that away. Throw that away. Rocket launcher. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, whoa! Okay. I have a feeling that a guy with a shotgun showed up next to me. But yeah, that dickhead shows up there on the truck. And there he is. And got him. But yeah, this part here, you get very easily surrounded during it. Oops, you drop that. Like super easy. Super easily surrounded. Oh. That is a long throw. There you go. Have it back. Get you gone. Shit. Now I know that there's rocket launchers. And of course, you know, they gave these armored guys. They gave them fucking ranged weapons, unfortunately. There we go. Got my gun back. Still got my pistol. Good to go. Oh, pick up that up. Oh, there we go. Grab some more ammo. And see, now this is another part where there's a rocket launcher right there from this guy that I shot off. Because you need to use a rocket launcher to blow open that gate. But once again, as soon as you get to this part, he automatically switches back to that machine gun. So that you still don't get to keep your rocket launcher. Now this part here, when I saw this, I was like, this is bullshit, because I'm fucked. It's like, there's no way you're living through this, right? You just wait. I don't think that you actually have to kill anyone. You just hold out, wait for these guys to show up, and they show up and one-shot everyone. Even the people they don't shoot die.
English? What? English, I speak English. No. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. تعالى هاتوه شيلوا يلا تعالوا.
Yay, now we're on a horse. You can aim in that while you're on it, but there's really 0 point to it. I think there's only one thing that you have to shoot this entire horse ride. And even then obviously you'll see right away. But yeah, like, you get a bunch of guys that show up and all that, and they shoot at you, but they don't do nothing. Oh yeah, your horse automatically does that there if you're going too fast, because it needs to wait for that car to go by. But yeah, like, these guys in front of you, just like, as they go, everybody in front of you just falls and dies. There is like a bunch of snipers and shit here. But like I said, you don't have to do anything with it, because they all just get insta-killed. The only thing you have to shoot this entire trip is this one rocket launcher blast to get out the gate. I don't know why we needed to do that. Obviously, these guys got in here without doing it. They also give you 3 shots. I don't know what happens if you miss the first shot. Like, I don't know if they just do another circuit and come back around to it or what, but yeah. They do give you 3 shots in case you miss the giant gate in front of you.
You are far from home, America.
Shukran.
You do not belong out here. Any of you.
You spared me. Why not just kill me along with the others?
That would have been impolite. You are in distress. Even an enemy must be fed and sheltered. Are you my enemy, American?
Drake. My name. It's Drake.
Salim. I am Sheikh of this tribe.
Well, I don't mean to be forward, Sully. But I need a horse. I don't have anything to offer in return.
You plan to attack the English caravan alone?
You know about them.
My scouts have been tracking them for 2 days. Why are you here? Why do the English cross the Rub al-Khali?
They're looking for the lost city of Ubar.
Hiram of the Pillars.
They've taken my friend hostage. He's the only one who knows the way. Once they find Aram, he'll be worthless to them. They'll kill him.
If they find Hiram, we are all dead. 3,000 years ago, King Solomon commanded the power of the Jinn. Demons, born of smokeless fire, until they rebelled. He imprisoned them in a vessel of brass and cast it into the depths of the city. Iran became a place of evil, cursed by the tormented spirits of the Jinn. The English must not reach the city. If they unleash the power of the Jinn...
We don't have much time, do we?
No. But they have the greater numbers. We cannot attack them in the open. Tonight, rest. Tomorrow, they enter the canyons. We'll take them there.
We ride at dawn.
Alright, back on the horse. I wonder if this is the same horse that you had escaping the other place. Ugh. So this section here is a little weird because it's pretty much the same on every difficulty. Like, I can't actually think of it being any harder on the other difficulties, and while being weird, I can completely understand why, because as you can imagine, since you're on the horse, there's no cover at any point. We will get into combat soon at some point here. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just really weird. Because like, when you play, especially after you played the first two, you don't expect them to give you a whole lot of leeway on the higher difficulties. So it was a really nice surprise with how much leeway they gave you on this one during the sections where it's like, you're gonna be hit here. Like, you're gonna take damage, you're gonna be shot. There's a 0% chance that you don't get hit. So they give you a break, right? And this whole chapter is one of them. Because yeah, you're on this horse, you do end up shooting people. There's guys on motorcycles, there's guys in the trucks that you have to take out. This guy here does help, but not, like, he's not nearly as overpowered as he was at the end of the last chapter. Where just like him riding past everyone killed them, you know. He's not quite that powerful. So the infinite ammo really comes into handy here. Like I said, he's somewhat helpful. You can speed up and slow down your horse by holding forward and back. So these guys on the bikes are a little difficult to hit, as you can imagine. And the guys on the trucks, they're actually like riding in the trucks. And they don't show up until you get close enough to the trucks. Everybody seems to die a lot faster in this. If you run out of ammo as well, you can hop into the trucks and they all have guns in them. For the most part though, you don't have to worry too much about it, as you can see. I should probably stop off here though, because I am getting a little low. Now, tell me, do you have... Yep, there we go. See, he had machine gun ammo for me. Not a whole lot. That was a motorcycle. There's my horse. So your horse does keep up with you. Like, I don't think you ever have to worry about losing them, which is good. So this guy has a rocket launcher. Now, you might think it's like, oh, well, that's, you know, what do you do if he has a rocket launcher? It's just to scare you, right? No, he can totally hit you with that. Now, this part here is a pain in the ass, because I don't think that the rocket launcher works right in this game. Because it doesn't seem like... They constantly respawn, by the way, because you have to take out these things with a rocket launcher. But yeah, like the rocket launcher in this game, at least in this section, like, I don't know, I just can very rarely get it to work. Yeah, see, they just keep respawning in case you're that bad. Oh, got him. Now, as you'll notice here, I have a rocket launcher, I jump onto the horse, and I have the machine gun again. Now, once again, I don't know if that's just to prevent you from... Because, like, you know, normally, like, right there, I would have had, what, 2 extra rocket launcher shots? Oh, yeah, you can also shoot their motorcycles to kill them. You don't actually have to shoot them. But yeah, I would have had, like, what, 2 extra rocket launcher shots? Like, would it really have been that bad to do it? Like, maybe they did it so that you can't, like, right there shoot the wreck, or shoot the thing, it wrecks and it turns and it blocks the path. But, like, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. It's very weird that they just, like, refuse to let you have it. Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Guy should have pulled the trigger faster. I also don't know exactly how this guy ended up back behind me. Like, he somehow circled around and got back behind me, and we also somehow managed to get out of the we left the canyon a different path than the vehicle did. Not a hugely different path, but definitely a different path. As you can see, the ambush is now starting with them. You can't really control your horse at this point with him, obviously, because he's in control of it. You also don't have to jump off of your horse at that point. You can actually stay on his horse and take out the first guy. Oh, got him. I do believe you have to get off the horse to continue past that point, but like, oh my god, alright, I need to get into this truck because I have no bullets left. The nice thing about the trucks is you can also do that from them. Because I think it's the crates that are the ammo. Okay, I need that guy out of my way. Oh god. You can also fuck that up, by the way, and like miss getting on your horse. Oh man, did I shoot that wood or did he somehow bust through it? Oh god, you guys gotta be careful with those rocket launchers. So yeah, he's just assuming that Sully was in one of these and not one of the back ones. I guess it makes sense because Sully would be the one leading them, right? So it would make sense that Sully would have to be at minimum, you know, near the front. So that guy there, I don't think he can hurt you. I'm pretty sure even if like you go into his bullets, I don't think that they can actually do damage. Probably because you can't kill that guy, like you have to wait for Sully to pop up and do it. Oh god. And then there's another brute. Because, you know, this game just can't go a chapter without making me fight a brute. Although I will say, you know, obviously as the chapters get later, there's, you know, they're less of a problem because you know more and more how to fight them. Like the first brute that you fight outside of the tutorial one, you would think that the tutorial would make a difference. It doesn't. And also, I will say that the quick time events are slower on the lower difficulties. Like they do make it so you have to hit the buttons a lot faster at the higher difficulties. Like especially the grab ones, like where he grabs you and headbutts you. The entire playthrough on hard, I don't think I ever managed to not get headbutted if he grabbed me. Like if he grabbed me, it's like I'm gonna get headbutted because the circle was up there for such a short amount of time that most of the time I didn't even get like one tap in there, let alone enough to actually cancel it out.
Hey. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, but damn, I was sure they'd kill you, kid.
Well, they tried, right?
So how the hell did you find me all the way out here?
I had some help. Salim.
Sullivan, thank you.
We haven't much time. We cannot allow them to reach the city.
Oh, I don't know.
He's right, Nate. I've been trapped with those crazy bastards for days. I don't know what the hell it is Marlowe's after exactly, but it sure as hell ain't treasure. We gotta stop them.
Drake, we must go, now.
Yalla! Never a dull moment, huh, Sully?
Why change now?
Yeah! Into the storm? Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Trust me, Drake! Trust me!
Salim!
Drake, where are you?
Sully! Sully, stay close! must know something we don't.
So this part also doesn't really make too much sense to me because, like, if somebody's leading you into this sandstorm, right?
Hang back, Sully. I'll go check
Without, like, any other thing besides, like, trust me, odds are it's go straight. Like, there's no way that they're going to lead you into this sandstorm and expect you to, like, take corners in that. So this section here is also another one where technically you can stealth it. But really you can't. So you can take out this guy easily enough. But there's the two guys that are right there, right? So obviously they're close enough that you can't really do anything about them without alerting the other one. And then I do believe... Yeah, see, then there's like that guy right there, right? Where it's like, you can't do anything about him because he's staring at the entrance. It's like, you have to come in this way. And there's no way he's not seeing you. Now, unfortunately, there is another brute around here.
Who's that?
Oop. It's one of the ones... Oh, shit, that missed. Fuck. Oh, there he is. Oh, nope, that's an armored guy. Alright, that's... I can deal with armor. Oh, shit, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh, I have no cover, I have no cover. Dodge, duck, dip, dive. Dodge some more. Oh, fuck, was that my last sniper bullet, too? Thankfully, though, like, you know, it's a brute. He has the PAC 80 or whatever, the light machine gun. But one, he's fucking dumb. And two, he's not... Oh, God. That's two fucking ranges right there, alright. But yeah, he's not heavily armored. Unfortunately, apparently it doesn't matter because he's has no armor and is fucking immune to headshots anyway. Great. Alright. You know what? I'm going to take this guy out stealthily again. Because once again, as you can see, he's holding a pistol. But when I stealth killed him, I got a fucking sniper rifle. Okay, there's the big guy. And there he... Oh, God, he's on the hill. Goes. Nope. Fucking dodged it somehow. Okay, nope, switch. Dude, fucking die already. I put bullets in you, fucking die like a human. What? Got him. Ah! Grenade. Okay. Where is he? Now, where is the armored dick? That can't be him running around like that. I know they can run, but come on. Oh, there he is. Ugh. Got him, but other guys are coming now. Fuck. Oh, wait, I know. Where is it? There it is. Yes. This thing is not good, by the way. Like, you might think it's like, oh, it's a light machine gun. It's going to tear through it. Well, it does. But you also move super slow while you use it. You have to basically use it against guys who have very, well, like these guys basically, like the base guys, like, and if there's too many of them, you're fucked. Cause yeah, it will, they will absolutely tear through you. Now this guy I think had the Gmaul, so I'll switch that out. Honestly, would kind of prefer just like the more basic, oh, definitely take that. Assault rifle. Just because in this game it's 1,000 times better than accuracy. Go. I don't like... Oh, fuck. Oh. I fucking got you, you piece of shit. Pop out again. I dare you. Did Sully actually get him? I don't think he did. Your guys also... I think that they changed the partner mechanics in this game a bit as well, because they don't seem to ever actually kill anyone in this game. Like, I remember when I played through the first one, I don't actually, you know what, come to think of it, they might not in the second one either. But I remember in the first one, I was so happy that when you had a person with you, they actually did shit. Like, if you had somebody with you and they were shooting somebody, that person would... Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope, he didn't die. Oh, God, and that guy's a grenade launcher. Get over here. There we go. Okay. First things first. Get an RPG. Yeah, well, I mean... Ah! Oh, my God. I need to... Oh my god, that fucker has good fucking aim with that thing. Yeah, I can't get an RPG. There's also, not that you can really tell right now. Get that guy. Okay, I think I got the sniper again. There are 2 trucks unloading into me right now. Oh my god, that guy. But there's also that guy with the grenade launcher, as you can tell. So the only way to get rid of the trucks is with explosives, as far as I know. I mean, maybe there is a way to that you can... Oh, I finally got that guy. Good. Now the RPGs, there's not one here, right? No. The RPGs are next to where the 2 snipers were. Unfortunately, you're not safe when you're up here, because guys do climb up, and there are a couple of armored guys and whatnot running around. And each sniper nest only has a single shot for an RPG in it. So like you grab the RPG, you gotta grab your gun, leap off, and make it to the other sniper nest to fucking take these things out. It's not easy, as you can imagine. You really, oh my god, because as you can tell, truck-mounted weaponry significantly more powerful than your standard enemy's guns. Oh my, also, is there another truck there somehow? There's also random little guys that show up. There is, I do believe, an armored guy somewhere. But it's not even necessarily the armored guy that you have to worry about too much. There you go. Get you, and you blow yourself up. Great. Oh, there's another one. There you go. That's, I do believe, the guy that I kept killing. That would always kill me. Because, like, I'd go up here to get the rocket launcher, and then... God, I hope that was the truck. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, where's this Tau sniper? Oh, no! Okay, they threw a grenade at their buddy, but I don't know if he died or not. That didn't seem like a death animation. There it is. Yeah, see, that's the part that you have to worry about, is the guys who run up there behind you. Because they will absolutely destroy you. Okay, I'm going to pick that up. Over my Tau right now, although I should, yeah, okay, never mind. Where is it? I want my Tau sniper back. It's weird that they made a sniper pistol. Okay, there you are. I see that. I don't know if I actually hit that guy. It doesn't look like it. Where are, okay, I see someone moving around. Okay, throw that away. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Climb over. Get in cover. Alright, that guy almost destroyed me right there. I don't even know what he has. Like, that didn't even look like he... It looks like he has just, like, a standard pistol. He also survived the Tau sniper shot, which is... unfortunately something that does happen in this game. The Tau sniper is, like, the only sniper where it's like, if you hit them, they don't care. Come on, micro Uzi him to death. Come on. Die already. Frick. Fucking hate armor. Oh, I have bullets for it. Wow, I just see armor chunks flying off. How much armor can he possibly have left? There we go, he's dead. So this section here is another section where you can do that little like whoop thing that I showed, where you just like where you're against cover, and you just like piss off, you know. You take low cover, you aim, and then like you just zip away. Okay, if I can't throw it back, they can't throw it with, I think. Pretty sure that's the rule. Okay. It's like if it's out of my arm's range, I don't die from it. Oh god. All right. Almost there. Almost to the end of this video. It's gonna end in such a perfect spot. I mean, I gotta say the Uncharted 3. Like, so far my Uncharted series has ended reasonably well to begin with. Oh fuck. But more specifically, Uncharted 3. The different chapter parts have just ended in like the absolute perfect positions, or like perfect times, you know, where it's always at like the end of the section. Like, we finished the, like, we got to, well, no, I guess not, because the pirate one was, like, partway through it, right? Ugh, but we're about to end it because we are about to hit the final chapter of the game. And you might think, well, I mean, are you really just going to do one video on the final chapter? It's probably not very long. It's Uncharted. Well, guess what? It's pretty long. So we're going to end right here next to this giant door, all these statues, and this one broken chandelier, not candle. And next time you will get to see Aram of the Pillars, or Ubar, whatever other name they feel like calling it, because in this part of the world, everything's got like 4 names, because it went through so many different people's like the power of so many different people. It's ridiculous. So that'll be next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you then.